everybody. Yeah, there's Teddy the tiger. Oh, he's pretty. He's pretty. Oh, yeah, take a picture of the pretty kitty. Yeah. He watches over us. He's watching the birdies right now. Mm-hmm. And there's some birdie stuff. There he is again. There's Teddy the tiger. Okay. He wants to say hi. He wants to say hi to everybody. Yeah, you can sit there. He don't eat much food. I think he gets lizards and birdies. Mm-hmm. He don't like much cat food. And we want to shout out to our neighbor for giving us some more food. They're right down there where all the big trees are. Their house is right in there. And that's Elaine and Ron. And they gave us another donation for food. So we want to thank them. Okay, Teddy, I'm going to go over here and do some cards. You know, what's happening is your burdens are outweighing your childlike fun. Yeah, we've got Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine. I hear someone in here. Hi. Someone saying hi, and there's all the birdies. All the blackbirds are out there getting their bread. Yep, there they all are. You got to start having more fun. Yep, the birds will come get their bread. Okay, so let's go over the cards. Enough of my fun, huh? Okay, let's go ahead and I hear a kitty. I hear a kitty today. How are you? Okay. So we have Emperor on the bottom. So the final outcome is the Emperor. And I attracted to the bird on there. But the first card out is your Page of Cups. That's your childlike fun that you're not having. And your higher self is up here. And it's trying to explode your heart chakra there and tell you to start having more fun. Lay down the burdens. For each of you, it will be different. Most of you, it's probably work. If you're here, it could be the 104 to 110 degree heat. Maybe you have to work outside. I'm not quite sure what it is for everybody, but you need to have a little bit more fun. Okay? Now, that was just the beginning here. What we have is the Ten of Wands with the Devil. So with the Ten of Wands and the Devil, it's telling me that your burdens are overriding your fun. And your Two of Wands and the Magician is where she's looking out the window. Let's move up a little closer here. She is looking out the window. Instead of doing, maybe there's too much YouTube, too much World Wide Web is what I'm getting. Not having enough fun, sitting there just thinking about it. The picture tells 1,000 stories here. Two of Wands is usually my courageous and daring card, but not in this situation. And the way you're going to get through that is by using your magic power, by having more childlike fun. However that is to you. Because we've got the Ten of Wands and the Devil card. And then the Magician and the Two of Wands. Okay? Then we have the Temperance card with the Five of Cups. So once again, it's just telling me that the angels got this. And if you could get more angelic, instead of just sitting. See how she's just sitting there, kind of moping, kind of waiting for that egg to hatch? goes right back to this card. They're both just sitting there wishing and waiting instead of doing. The Magician and the Angel card, 5:11 on the clock. Okay. And then we had the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Cups with the Tower. Okay. So you're walking away from the past, but I feel you just in that sitting mode and letting the burdens be too much. Feeling like it's overwhelming. Even though this is a good card, it's the most love I can pull from the deck. I feel like everything's just overwhelming you. Even the spiritual stuff. Everything's just kind of overwhelming you. She does have my outfit on. We have the same outfit on. And do I feel like what I'm talking about? Yes and no. I'm very limited in what I can do because, one, the weather is very hot here right now. We're all in a heat advisory pretty much everywhere. So we have to go in the house or the car or wherever there's air conditioning, right? We're all feeling this Tower moment upon us. We feel like we're waiting for that shoe to drop type of energy. So you're just kind of sitting there waiting in the air conditioning, looking, waiting, looking, waiting. So yeah, I do feel pretty much the same. This is a good way to explain it here with the same outfit. Okay. So Sweet Child of Mine is really important because Guns N' Roses is starting out the new August playlist here. And it was in January of 2024 that I think I last put it on. 2 years have passed, and we want to make sure that our burdens are not overrunning our childlike fun. So I don't know what fun is to you. Fun is a hard word because I really have no limits. And I don't think that I have a lot of fun. I don't think I go out and have a lot of fun, but I have a swimming pool that's right in my backyard. I have gyms. I have mountains, oceans. You know, it's like I could do anything I wanted, but yet I find myself doing a lot of these two here. Most love I can pull from my deck, and the Two of Wands, being courageous and daring, but the pictures tell 1,000 words. Yes, I'm courageous and daring. Yes, I'm the most love you can pull, but it's still that feeling of zen, that feeling of just sitting around waiting for this egg to open. Let's just see energy right now. For the last 2 years, you know, our hard work is paying off. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, but we've still got that. If I look into your eyes and see an ounce of pain, you know, we want to keep everything blue skies. You could check out Queensryche. Chasing Blue Skies is what I'm hearing. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, we need some action, I guess, is what I'm hearing. We need some worldly events to happen. I've been saying that again for the last couple years. So January of 2024 is very significant to now having this song come back up again from 2 years ago to now. Our hard work is paying off, but we need some action. The Knight of Wands is my emotional movement card, is what I'm going to call it. We need our emotions to get more childlike, more ramped up. Like a lady just drove by on her bicycle with a radio on. That is awesome. She's up early. She's riding her bike. She's listening to her music. The girl on the card is playing her bongos. We need to get more action, okay? And everybody's feeling this. So I don't care who you are, I know you're feeling this. So I'm just letting you know that you're not alone. This is very happening. Now, we've got this Fool card next, which is that new beginning, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. We have to have a new beginning, and there was confirmation. All of us are just like I'm seeing a waterfall and I'm seeing a cliff, and we're all lined up on this cliff, and we're all ready to jump or dive, whichever one we do. We're all ready to go. I'm also seeing an airplane with the skydivers all in a row, and we're all ready to jump. We're just waiting for that goal. I'm seeing a bunch of swimmers on them ledges waiting to go into the water. I just got done watching two movies, G.I. Joe Rising Cobra, I think it's called, and G.I. Joe Retribution. And I recommend those movies because the technology in them movies is right in your face, showing you what we really have going on that nobody will admit to. They think sci-fi is fake. If I told my neighbors that G.I. Joe technology was true, they would say, you've got to be kidding me. Let's put you in the sane asylum, right? Okay. Soul Asylum, another good group. Runaway Train, I'm hearing. But yeah, they've got little things that look like flies that fly around and then blow up. They've got the president locked up, and they've got a fake out there that looks just like him. They've got people in those suits that look like Darth Vader. All this shit's so real. And then the G.I. Joes, of course, win in the end. But I was really drawn to how much shit they had to go through to get to the end result of getting a Medal of Honor. I could care less about the physical rewards, but the mental rewards are so cool knowing that you won. The physical rewards are, to me, just funny. Who cares if I've got a trophy or a medal? Who cares if I have statues, right? We go around and we say, oh, there's Joan of Arc. Oh, there's the Virgin Mary. Oh, look at Mary Magdalene. And it's like, yeah, look at their statues, big deal. But it's the mental part of knowing you won, knowing that you did your assignment, knowing that you took on this bullshit. Okay? So if you guys can watch some movies, look up the songs that I mentioned. You're going to get a lot of messages. Numbers 1329 on the clock, 1333 on the clock. Okay, so we need to stay in our Queen of Pentacles energy with this Fool card, with this new beginning. Stay in your Queen of Pentacles energy. Remember that the Emperor was on the bottom, and we also have the Three of Cups, which is that celebration. And then I'm also drawn to see her robe and the purple, and the thumbnail is the picture of my robe. I have my robe tied around my bottom. So all of this is very significant. Also, the crease in it looking like a pyramid here, the crease in the title, everything is coded. All of my videos are very coded. And that's why if you're not getting a message from my videos, or you're thinking they're just stupid or hilarious, or you're just not getting it, you're just not getting the full picture, because these are very, very deep, and I'm astral channeling. So this celebration is, we've got our backs towards the world, and we're walking into that royalty. We're walking into that new beginning, that new chapter. We're walking away, the Eight of Cups. Our hard work is paying off, that Eight of Pentacles. We're just trying to fight this Five of Cups energy. And when I say we're trying to fight it, it's because it's not easy. Two of Wands, it's not easy. Just like in those movies, those G.I. Joes did not have it easy. And I think there were only 4 left out of like many. So again, if you watch both of them movies, it tells a great story. Okay, then on top of the deck with the Emperor is the High Priestess. I'm drawn again to the colors. Those pinks and purples are really important. You might want to Google what pink and purple means. I know, as I was saying, there's so many messages in what I'm saying to you guys. For those of you that know, you know. For those of you that don't know, you are just going to be surface level, and you're only going to get what I'm saying to you like generic. But if you guys can go deep into my videos, you could spend all day decoding them. Okay, so this is the High Priestess, the pink and the purples. And then we have the Page of Swords, and that's just what I was talking about with the energy of a student. You see how she has the book in front of her, and she's being a student. That's the kind of hard work that's paying off. That's the kind of World Wide Web stuff I'm talking about with the Two of Wands. And then we have the Four of Cups. So again, right back to the warning, and you see how she's sitting, and again, it's just like this. What's going to happen next? We have so much fun in Astro, and then we come into our physical avatar, and we can get bored. This is my card of boredom. She looks pretty bored, right? She'd rather be up here chasing blue skies. Then you have to snap out of it and look at all the tornadoes, earthquakes, and floods that are going on. And your house is probably not having that effect today. So then you have to go back into gratitude. Okay, so that card is very significant on how we have to be real careful. You got three cards here that are staring me in the face of be careful not to get disappointed, bored, lack of motivation. Okay, so let's go a little bit deeper. We've got the Three of Cups, and we had the Nine of Wands and the Three of Swords. So after this celebration, we're walking towards our celebration. I told you to be careful of getting into a Three of Swords, and I'd like you to stay in your Nine of Wands more or less, putting that last fence post in. That's where I always get that from, is this card. And as I said, this looks just like the lady that rode by on that bicycle I was talking about. This looks just like her. Isn't that wild? So get out there and start doing stuff. Again, you've got the Ten of Swords and the Two of Swords. So you have a decision to make. You have a decision to make. We also saw them crows out front. The lady on the bike, we saw the crows out front, right? You have a decision to make, so take off the blindfold. Because again, a walking away card. Another walking away card. We just had the Eight of Cups, walking away. This is about walking away. So you're seeing cards of sitting, you're seeing cards of boredom, you're seeing cards of walking away. Lots and lots of black crows. I did find a black crow feather yesterday. I sure did. Another black crow, we've got the Six of Swords. So you need to journey on. But I am drawn to both of these cards with the crows. Have strings with them, and this one does not. Okay, so this one is what's holding you back is the Ten of Swords. That's holding you back because they've got strings on them, the birds on both of these cards. The Six of Swords, you're not journeying on because you haven't made that decision. You have not cut the cords. You have not took off the blindfold. So in order to get your wishes and your desires, the Nine of Cups, we're going to leave it with the Hanged Man. You're going to have to get a new perspective on your life, period. That's it. That is definitely it. Your burdens are keeping you from your childlike fun. We discussed what fun is. The Hanged Man, yep. So we've got, in order to get that Nine of Cups, no strings attached, see, having fun, free, here to birdies. Got to have the Hanged Man. And then we'll pull one more as the Hierophant. So you want that Hierophant energy to come in. You want to be connected. Whether you're thinking about a physical person coming in, whether you're thinking about a job coming in, whatever it is. You need change, a Five of Pentacles, to get out of, again, look at her. Sad, depressed, bored, all in one. So they gave you the Five of Pentacles to sum it all up. What do we see here? We see the key. We see the hole. Five is change. All she's got to do is get a new perspective and get her Hierophant, or not physical Hierophant, just get her shit together and put the key in the door. Look at that. The key's right there. Okay, you guys, I hear the birdies and they are just a squawking. And look at that. The King of Swords with the birdie right up there. And that's the guy that's squawking in the background. He wants some more bread. Be the wise owl. Stay in your truth. Go for that King of Swords and his Hierophant energy. Or the Hierophant and his King of Swords energy. Either way you want to look at it. So, okay, I am Miss Mystic. I want to thank you all for listening.